watching Lynxx 24.
Connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your Hometown News program. I'm April Frelke, along with my co-host, Nick Kaufman.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Nick. Good. Good. How are you?
The weather outside is frightful. I think that's part of the song.
It's really warm this weekend, though.
Yes,
40s.
I understand that. That's going to be nice. Yes, very good. Okay.
And I've been at the Capitol all week, so.
I saw some pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, Wisconsin School Counselor Association.
You guys had a lot of fun with that, didn't you?
We did a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah, well, we got a lot going on tonight,
yes,
too.
we do.
In fact, we'll start off with the Tomah Health Community Foundation is helping Monroe County residents get medications essential to fight illnesses and stay healthy. Now, their donation of $1,000 to Sparta-based St. Clair Health Mission of Monroe County will provide medications for those people that are already not eligible for any other coverage from a government program. Now, the mission is dependent on private donations since they do not collect fees from patients and the staff is volunteer, other than a clinic coordinator who is part-time. Now, the mission has been providing care to area residents for nearly 25 years at the Mayo Health System in Sparta campus and recently became an independent 501c3 organization. Pay attention for you people who are making contributions. Tomah Health Community Foundation President Pete Reichart stated in an interview recently, he says, one of the key components of the foundation is that we give back to organizations that make a difference in the community through health and wellness. He went on to say, the program that St. Clair Mission provides the services and medications to people who cannot afford it, and that can make a pretty big difference in people's lives, which affects their family. He went on to say, again, also stating that the foundation raises funds to support health initiatives that benefit Monroe County residents. He said the organization holds a number of events throughout the year, including its non-event fundraiser in the spring and annual golf outing each summer to help support the mission. So, for people looking for a good cause, a worthy cause, there you go, helping medications. I had not realized they had been around for 25 years doing that, part of the Mayo system.
The Cranberry Discovery Center in Warrens will be hosting a cooking class on Tuesday, February 25th. The class will learn to make 2 easy yet elegant entrees, sides, rustic homemade bread, and a dessert. We all need to eat to live, so learning to cook is an essential skill, and learning to cook well makes life enjoyable. Please register by Saturday, February 22nd. The cost for the class is $30 per person. To register, go to Cranberry Discovery Center's Facebook page, and the class is from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m.
That's interesting, too.
And there are 14 spots open right now, Nick.
Really? Learning technique, okay, is an important thing, and more than or as important as recipes. Okay?
And when you can cook well, you enjoy what you're eating.
Good. You're a good cook.
I think I am.
Yeah, good. Hey, the Tomah Elementary School will be performing an all-new musical called Musicville on Friday, February 28th at 7 p.m., with another performance at 2 p.m. on Sunday, March 1st. There'll be 40 students from 4th and 5th grade in the high school auditorium for both shows, which run about an hour. Ticket prices are $2, $1 for students. So that sounds like a fun event.
It's a fun musical. Well, the Sparta Youth Hockey Association invites students from age 4 to 9 to try hockey for free at the youth hockey rink on Montgomery Street in Sparta. This free session will take place on Saturday, February 22nd from 9 until 10 a.m. with a limited amount of equipment available to borrow. Top coaches will be on the ice to assist in learning the basics, but no previous skating or hockey experience is required. If you have a son or daughter over the age of 9 interested in learning hockey, come to the event and talk with someone on the staff.
Does that include teaching how to skate, too? I mean, if you didn't skate at all,
well, you'll learn fast. You
I guess so. With hockey, yeah.
Yep.
The Nacita Library will host Getting the Word Out to help people try to raise funds for groups and events. Now, if your nonprofit organization is lacking in members, Jessica Bilski, owner of On the Line, web presence, that is Web Presence Management, and president of Necedah Area Chamber of Commerce, we'll go through some ways to use free resources to get the word out about your group or fundraiser. Stop by the Necedah Library on Wednesday, February 26th at 3:30 and learn how to set up a Facebook group, how to make Facebook events, and ways email can help spread the word, and how to submit your events to the Chamber of Commerce to get them noticed. The library is at 217 Oak Grove Drive in Necedah. Marketing communications, you can't have enough of those.
Right.
These days. A lot of people competing for your time.
Tomah Health continues its year-long dementia education and awareness series, February 27th, beginning at 1 p.m. at Tomah Health on Gopher Drive. This program is the basics: memory loss and dementia and Alzheimer's disease. These are the resources through the Alzheimer Association that will help people understand Alzheimer and dementia. 5.6 million people over the age of 65 are living with Alzheimer, and even more if you include other forms of dementia. To reserve a spot in this free class, call Julie Anderson at 377-8781 or send her an email at the address below.
Just an additional point on that, and that is if you were there last month, you still have to register with Julie to go this next time.
Okay.
We were there. It was a good program.
Good information. The catering for Castinger has been provided by Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens. Great food with fun, relaxing atmosphere at Marco's. Okay, viewers, you'll finally find out who is the best trivia expert, Nick or me. Families First of Monroe will be up next. Stay tuned.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
My name is Heidi Stalsberg. I'm the director of Tomah Health, Hospice Touch, Life Choices Palliative Care. We have hospice home care, we have palliative care, which is a home care service, and then we have Serenity House, which is our 8-bed residential facility here in Tomah.
Hospice Touch and Life Choices Palliative Care provides medical services, emotional support, and spiritual resources.
Tomah Health, Hospice and Palliative Care, inspiring health, wellness, and balance.
Abra Auto Body and Glass, a division of Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon, can handle everything from major auto and truck body damage to windshield replacements, filling chips, dents, and door dings, featuring a 46-foot custom paint booth for boats, RVs, trailers, you name it. If it fits, we can paint it. State-of-the-art facility, aluminum repair certified, all makes and models, foreign and domestic, all insurance companies welcome. Rest assured, repairs will be done right the first time, on time. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon today.
Mr. Stone, your daughter is special. I think you know that.
You're magic. Like me.
I always called it the Shining.
These things eat what shines. And they've noticed that little girl.
Eat well, live long. You sure you want to do this?
I'm ready.
Stephen King's Dr. Sleep. Rent it now on demand.
Hello, I'm Colonel Eric Peterson, commander of the 115th Fighter Wing, and you're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Trivia time. We are about to see who is the top trivia expert. Myself or Nick, Families First of Monroe County, will be hosting their 10th annual Trivia Night in March, and so we have an executive director with us, Jeanne Meyer, to give us a taste of what to expect for this year's Trivia Night, and this is not a debate stage, so.
This is not a debate stage. Okay, it's trivia. Go.
No, well,
okay.
I have to give you the rules, first of all, yes. So this is hosted by Jeanne Meyer tonight for this trivia event.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll have 5 seconds to answer them, and if I do not get an answer, I will give you the question. So we will start with question number 1.
Okay.
When used in the kitchen, sodium bicarbonate is more commonly known as what?
Baking soda.
Oh, I have to select who I think is
Oh, because we
who's
rang it
first
at the
one.
same
yes,
time.
that was a tie. So who would we have?
Baking So I'll give it to Nick.
Okay, we'll give it to Nick. All right. So
I'll just give it to you, Nick. You just.
I don't think I understood the rules. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
the first person that rings the bell.
Is the first person? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, what was the 5 second? But that was supposed to be wait 5 seconds?
Yes, if nobody answers it.
No,
within
first
5
one
seconds.
goes
All right, you can have it, Nick.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Question number 2. In October 1582, Pope Gregory XIII introduced what calendar?
Gregorian calendar.
All right.
Good job, Nick.
Another one to
You're doing
Nick.
really well.
Pope Gregory
You're really
was a dead
smart,
giveaway.
Nick.
Go ahead.
Somebody must have known I was also a hockey parent. Question number 3. Ice hockey pucks are made from what material?
Rubber.
What kind of rubber?
Vulcanized.
Oh, yes.
Nick,
Okay.
great.
Yep.
I'm just going to slip.
Judges, are we going to allow
Cheat
that
sheet.
after that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Question number 4. Girl with a Pearl Earring is an oil painting by which Dutch Golden Age painter?
Vermeer.
Judges, are we going to allow that? Just the last name?
I was going to say Claude Monet, but that's a French painter.
No. Oh, do I
don't
have to
have
give
a
the first
German.
name?
We'll give
Vermeer's
him-
first name?
I don't
give
have
you
a
half.
German.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know
give
a
you half.
German.
That's
Harry.
okay. I'm the
It was
judge
something-
right now. We
okay,
give you
very
half
good.
point.
Nick,
Harry.
All
you're
right.
doing so well.
Well,
Question number 5.
Landslide.
Go ahead.
In baseball, what is the term for a player that is in batting order to hit only but not play defense?
I don't know.
Pitch hitter.
What?
Pitch
You're
batter.
so close always.
Pitch batter. There it
I'm
is.
sorry, it's
What?
designated hitter.
Oh, excellent.
yeah,
Excellent.
that-
Oh,
yeah.
very good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, we can't let you
I did
have
not know.
No,
I'm
that was
sorry. Yes.
no.
Okay. Our next question. When referring to phone calls made over the internet, what does the acronym VoIP stand for?
VoIP. Very important person. Oh,
Voice. Go ahead. Go ahead.
very important person? No.
Voice over.
We would like to think that, especially when it's referring to us, but it is Voice over Internet Protocol.
It's a VoIP. Okay, very good.
I'm not doing well on this one.
Huh? You're doing fine.
I'm just going to be humble and know.
That's good. She's got more to go.
I don't know.
I do. I have another question for you. So, released in 1941, what is the only Disney animated feature film with a title character that never spoke?
Fantasia.
No, 41.
Sorry, no?
No, Pinocchio.
Kevin?
Oh.
Pinocchio?
He did speak.
He's
okay.
like,
He had to speak because his
yeah,
kind
right.
of.
We got that.
Oh, I was-
1941. Okay.
How about Dumbo? Do you remember Dumbo?
Oh. He didn't speak?
He was my favorite.
I just. Okay.
Oh.
He was my favorite.
Good.
Anyway.
Good. Excellent. Okay.
Okay.
So, next question. In 1797, who became the second president of the United States of America?
Oh,
Nick, you should know. I'm gonna let you know, sir.
that was
You know the history?
Jefferson. Adams.
Sorry. Oh, no.
Which Adams?
Do you have a guess?
Which
Which Adams?
John
Quincy.
Yeah.
John Quincy.
No, John.
John Quincy.
John Adams.
Okay, very good.
All right,
Oh.
final question.
that.
And again, it ends with hockey, my favorite
Sure,
sport.
See, folks, how easy this is? Okay, good.
In hockey, how many players from each team are allowed on the ice at the same time?
6.
Yes!
Very good. I did not know that.
I'm a hockey mom.
So there you go.
I knew that.
Yes, all
Very
right.
good.
Hockey
Excellent.
mom.
including the goal
nice,
line.
nice
So,
going. Yes, I
that
knew
is
you
a
were going to have
taste
that.
of what we will
Ooh,
experience the night
okay.
of Trivia Night.
I understand from the staff
Well,
that this
we
is
have
an
to take a
exciting
quick
number.
30-second break.
Oh.
Details for the 10th annual Trivia Night are up next. Stay
Are we
tuned.
done already? What happened here? We're done?
You're gonna beat Ferrari with a Ford.
Correct.
Ford hates guys like us.
Give me one reason why I don't fire everyone starting with you.
Well, sir, we're lighter, we're faster, and that don't work. We're nastier.
Ford versus Ferrari, now available on demand.
If this were a beauty pageant, we just lost.
We are back with Jeanne Meyer with Families First, and we are talking about their 10th annual Trivia Night. And Nick, you just kind of beat me in the trivia. I got a couple though.
I surprised myself actually on that.
Yeah, so
okay.
tell us about the Trivia Night, Jeannie.
Well, we're very excited. This is our 10th annual Trivia Night. So it's happening March 14th, and the doors will open at 5 o'clock. Trivia will begin at 6:30. So we have our same MC again this year, who is Mike Burns-Gilbert. So people may know him from Cow 97. So we usually have between 30 and 40 teams who participate. They're local business people, individuals that work in the community concerned, or not concerned, but just people who love to come out and play trivia. And it's a great way for us to say thank you to those that support us throughout the year.
So how does that work now? So somebody, a new viewer here wants to go to this, they show up, they get thrown on a team, or how does that work?
Well, generally they register ahead of time, so they're already a part of a team, or they can make a new team, however they want to go about that, and they can register going to our website, or they can contact our office, and we can mail them some information.
So your folks have got to register ahead of time.
They can. Yep.
Okay, very good.
Yep. And then they'll send us the information.
Okay.
Yep. And then we'll get everything put together for the teams, and then we send them a packet of we give them a packet of information that night.
Oh, it's a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's very well organized.
The staff. This is a fun event.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
It's a great event. Yep.
Well, we are out of time already.
Well, you're going to be kidding me. I was going to ask you, what do you do with the funds?
Any other details too?
You know,
is there a website, Jeannie?
Yeah, there is. We just put out our new website this year.
Okay.
So it's Families First of Monroe County.
Okay.
And it has a lot of information on there about what we do. And the proceeds, basically we use the proceeds, we invest it back in the community to help individuals and families that are struggling.
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes. Well, when we come back, we'll talk with Dale Stafslien about the Tomah Act and their new play, Guys on Ice. See you in 2.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
You're gonna beat Ferrari with a Ford. Correct. Ford hates guys like us.
Give me one reason why I don't fire everyone starting with you.
Well, sir, we're lighter, we're faster, and that don't work. We're nastier.
Ford versus Ferrari, now available on demand.
If this were a beauty pageant, we just lost.
My name is Heidi Stafslien. I'm the director of Tomah Health, Hospice Touch, Life Choices Palliative Care. We have hospice home care, we have palliative care, which is a home care service, and then we have Serenity House, which is our 8-bed residential facility here in Tomah.
Hospice Touch and Life Choices Palliative Care provides medical services, emotional support, and spiritual resources.
Tomah Health, Hospice and Palliative Care, inspiring health, wellness, and balance.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Josh Tully from The Josh Tully Show. You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Guest has been a stagehand, lighting, grip, costume designer, actor, director, and a singer. Dale Stafslien is here to talk about the Tomah ACT latest play, Guys on Ice. Welcome, Dale.
Well, welcome. Guys on Ice, actually, this production that's coming in is a professional show. It's not AC. We're hosting it.
Okay.
But the show is actually, the gentlemen perform up at Door County. It used to be called American Folklore Theater. Now it's Northern Sky. It's a professional show.
I've been there.
Okay.
Outside.
And these gentlemen have actually been running this show almost since the beginning. The gentleman, James Kaplan, who wrote the show, has passed on. He was the original performer in it. And then Doug Mancheski, who's on the left side of the paper over there, right side, whichever, the light blue outfit. He's hilarious. He's in a lot of shows up at Northern Sky. This production is Go Fish. They're the group that you see on PBS TV when they do their telethon or whatever, and they're looking for money that way.
So real local Wisconsin people.
These are, well, the shows up there are always written for Wisconsin.
Okay.
So this show was written particularly for Wisconsin, about Wisconsin things, ice fishing. And many years ago, probably, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago, ACT did do a production of this. Jeff Holthouse and Al Capal were in this. And they're hilarious. And as funny as I know that I laugh at those two guys, these two are even just as and even more funny. They're bringing in their own ice shanty, and it's going to be at Tomah High School.
Because we really pack the...
We really want, it's a fundraiser for ACT, so we really want to pack it in. It's $25 a ticket for adults, $10 for students. It's 7 o'clock show, but yeah, and tickets will be at the door. I mean, if they want tomorrow yet, they can call ACT and get tickets. Otherwise, just come over to the high school at 7 o'clock Saturday night. We'll get you in the auditorium.
One night.
One night
this
only.
Weekend,
One night.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, Tomah.
Yeah, that Northern Lights is a fun place. I did an outdoor thing in the summertime there.
Yeah, it's an outdoor theater. They're on the woods, and then last year they just built a brand new theater for indoor, so they could do their fall shows.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because otherwise they were all over the place, different things. And my wife and I, we volunteer up there in the summer, so we help out and usher and do different things. So we've got to know the people, and so with the idea, and this group travels around quite a bit. I mean, there's only 3 guys. There's a total of 5 people to travel with it, and so it'll be a hilarious show. People will love it. It's really cold outside, so perfect time to remember what ice fishing is. The dilemma with guys on ice is, one, he's going to be interviewed by a TV station. They're going to come out on the ice to interview him. So he's trying to figure out what he should say and what he's going to talk about.
Oh, that's the plot?
That's the thing. Yes, that one guy's. But the other gentleman, his problem is he goes out to the ice shanty because his wife, it's their anniversary coming up, and it's on the day of a Green Bay Packer football game. And he's got season tickets. So his dilemma is, how do I go to the Packer game and not make my wife real mad if we don't go out for anniversary, or do I have to go to anniversary and give my tickets up? And so that's the huge dilemma.
That's probably been a dilemma for certain Wisconsin people.
A lot, and especially for the eastern side. And we've done other shows by this company through the years. We did Cheeseheads a few years ago. This show's been there, and actually coming up in beginning of May, I'm in a show and directing, and my wife's directing. We're doing Guys and Does, which is just like this, but it's in hunting. It's 3 guys, Joe Clary and BJ Wilcox and myself are going to do that show, and that is for ACT. We'll be at that theater for 2 weekends. So it's a comedy musical originally written for basically for Wisconsin.
You guys are very busy at ACT, aren't you?
We are. There's a lot of things. And another thing coming up that we want to throw in on, we have a Mr. Legs competition coming up, and so we're looking for people, gentlemen who want to do legs. It's going to be April 10th at ACT. It's a fundraiser. Basically what we're looking for is gentlemen with nice legs. You wear some shorts.
All right, Nick.
And you get people to vote for you. Dollar bills will be plus side. Change is a minus side. And on April 10th, we get all these people together, and you come over to ACT, and downstairs in the cabaret room, there'll be restaurants or having some appetizers and food you can try. And then people walk around and look at your legs, and they'll vote. And if they want to vote for you, they throw dollars in. If they want to make sure you don't win, they throw change in.
Oh, fun.
And then when that's kind of taken care of, we go upstairs to the Gatsby room. And there's a walkway where you get to do your own Victoria's Secret walk down the lane. And people cheer. So you wear an outfit. So we're looking for gentlemen to do this. And they're going to wear an outfit.
Thanks.
They figure out the outfit.
We got to kind of wrap up, Dale. Thanks for coming on in. Lots of information. And good luck with the fundraiser this weekend.
Well, thanks.
Well, Nick's moment in history is next. Stay tuned.
You're going to beat Ferrari with a Ford. Correct. Ford hates guys like us.
Give me one reason why I don't fire everyone starting with you.
Well, sir, we're lighter, we're faster, and that don't work. We're nastier.
Ford versus Ferrari, now available on demand.
If this were a beauty pageant, we just lost.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
My name is Jeanne Stafslien. I'm the director of Tomah Health, Hospice Touch, Life Choices Palliative Care. We have hospice home care. We have palliative care, which is a home care service. And then we have Serenity House, which is our 8-bed residential facility here in Tomah.
Hospice Touch and Life Choices Palliative Care provides medical services, emotional support, and spiritual resources.
Tomah Health, Hospice and Palliative Care, inspiring health, wellness, and balance.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Moments in history. Here we are again. Well, first up, I got two. One, and this is one of my favorites. Okay, now the movie African Queen, starring Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn from the 50s, from the 1950s. Now, it's an adventure film, for those of you who've never heard about it, about a boat in East Africa called the African Queen at the start of World War I, carrying a missionary woman to safety. Now, it's quite an adventure. In fact, it was selected by the Library of Congress for film preservation as culturally and historically significant. Half of the film was shot on location in Uganda and the Congo, to the chagrin of cast and crew who endured quite a bit of sickness and Spartan living conditions while they were there filming on location. Scenes of Bogart and Hepburn in the water were shot in studio tanks in England because it would have been just too dangerous to shoot in the African waters with various bugs and things and killer things. Bogart later bragged that he and Hepburn were the only ones to escape illness by not drinking the local water, but instead they fortified themselves from a large supply of whiskey that they had brought along to Africa from the States. While the initial opening was in Beverly Hills in December of 1951, the producers wanted it to qualify for the 1952 Academy Awards. So it officially opened in New York on this day, February 20th, 1952. Bogart won Best Actor, and that was his only Oscar award in his career. A great film, and everyone should see it at least once. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Well, you're going to have to see it.
I should, but yes.
Now, number two, history number two. On this day, and we're going to go back now to 1700 and 1800s. I know the viewers love that. But in this day in 1792, okay, George Washington signed legislation formally creating the U.S. Postal Service, of which we were very happy about that, I'm sure. But that wasn't the first actual colonial mail service. A century before, Massachusetts established the first government drop-off point for mail, which was a tavern in Boston. Citizens kind of got used to asking if there was mail for themselves or for their neighbors, and then they'd bring it back to the neighbors themselves. And the service kind of grew, and established roots between towns. Around 1700, a guy named Thomas Neal got a 21-year contract from the British government for the North American Postal Service. That led to the appointment of him as the Postmaster General, but it led to the independence, however, and the colonists were getting frustrated over anything the British government managed, including the Postal Service. So the Continental Congress created the first post office department, gave Ben Franklin the job as Postmaster General, and that led to the Postal Act of 1792 that Washington signed on this day in February of that year. The act established rates and regulations, not the least of which private mail could not be opened and read, as been practiced by the English. However, and lastly, the first postage stamps were not issued until 1840s, almost 50 years later. The price of the first-class stamp, what we would call first class today, was only a few pennies. And there were 5-cent stamps picturing Benjamin Franklin and the first postmaster, and a 10-cent stamp depicting George Washington. Okay, so though the prices have gone up, okay, essentially, if you correct it for inflation, the Postal Department says it's about the same as it was back 200 years ago.
All right.
If you can believe that.
Thank you, Nick, for your hometown.
You're welcome.
We want to thank you for joining us this week on your Hometown News, where we are connecting you to the community.